Hey folks, Bocephus here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. So this video is a congratulations to all of us Helldivers out there. Even though I don't play the game that often as I like, I still consider myself a Helldiver. This is a big congratulations to all the Helldivers out there that won a small victory today, or yesterday, I should say. Today is the aftermath. And we all deserve a short break, short celebration. But there's something going on out there that I don't think is getting enough attention. I normally don't do these kind of videos. I do let's play videos. I'm just an old, crusty, disabled vet. Did my time in the military. I just want to play games, have fun. Um, and I decided to start up a YouTube channel a while ago. It was do news and stuff like that, but I just don't have the gift of gab like a lot of people do. So I decided just to make let's play videos. Eventually, I may go live with it. I don't know, but I decided just to make let's play videos for people to watch in their spare time or whatever. Uh, it's not like that. I need to make a YouTube channel. I do it for fun. Uh, but this video isn't about fun. This video is about continuing the fight. And what I'm going to present to you today is very disturbing. Now, I first got wind of this watching one of Endemion's videos, Endemion TV. Hats off to Endemion for initially bringing this up, or at least for me anyway. And I watch them all. I watch side scrollers. I watch Geeks and Gamers. Hypnotic is probably one of my favorites. He's quite a few years younger than me, but uh, I resonate with him. We have a lot of the same viewpoints on a lot of things. So, well, basically all of them. We have a lot of the same viewpoints. I don't 100% agree with them all the time, but they put out a lot of good information. And a few years ago, even I started noticing that there were strange things going on in the games that I was playing. Strange ways of the stories being told and stuff like that. So, it got to a point where I was like, what the hell is going on? These games suck. And it wasn't until it was Hypnotic. Was it Hypnotic? Yeah, it was Hypnotic. Was one of the first videos I watched about what was going on, and I can't remember which video it was or exactly how long ago it was. But then after I watched that video, I started searching around YouTube, and that's when I found Geeks and Gamers, Asmongold, and I started taking in all this information, educating myself on what's going on with this culture war. Like I said a few minutes ago, this is something to me that is very disturbing. And as much as I appreciate all those guys, everybody I watch, Atreus, everybody, I could go off and I can name them all. But anyway, I don't think this is getting covered enough. And I can't stress enough how disturbing this is. I made a couple of tweets about it the other day with all the Helldiver stuff going on. And yeah, I think part of the push with the Helldiver situation was Sony trying to pad numbers, but it goes way deeper than that. Way deeper than that. I think it's a stepping stone for what they have planned for the future. And this is it. This is there's several articles about it, but this one is the easiest to do for this video. But anyway, we'll start going over it. Sony patents to prevent you from in-game harassment by reading your emotions. The new incentive could prove to be a major step towards ending cyberbullying. This was put out just 2 weeks ago. Now, the pushback I was getting back on Twitter when I mentioned this was, oh, it's just a patent. They don't have the technology yet, blah, blah, blah. Well, I submit to you that they do. They already have it. They've been working on it for years. They already have it. And it's quite possible they've already been testing it without you even knowing about it. So let's continue on. Here's the story highlights. A recent patent published by Sony wants to auto-detect in-game harassment by using AI. Now, I know a lot of those guys have briefly touched on this, but like I said a few minutes ago, I just do not think there's enough coverage on this, and there needs to be a lot more. The legal doc will use players' biometric data to detect whether a player is being harassed. And we'll get more into what it means by that biometric data, because part of the pushback I was getting on Twitter was that, they were talking about facial scans and identifying and fingerprinting, and that is not the case. Biometric could mean anything, could encompass anything. So finding the victim before the culprits will remove the need for the manual report to be made. So we're going to go down a little further. Sony is often credited with helming innovative ideas in the gaming industry, and we can get a glimpse of them in patents. The company has now published yet another unique legal document that wants to tackle in-game harassment by detecting the emotions of players. The proposed system will allegedly use biometric info recorded in real time. Here's a key word, recorded in real time, to figure out the current emotions of a user for auto-detecting harassment cases. Okay, so they're going to be recording you. That's the intent of this, to record. And we'll go ahead and click on this link here. This is the patent number, application number, application date, from back in September 2023 when they made this application. Publication number, publication date. What all these other numbers mean, I do not know. I'm not a lawyer. I've never applied for a patent before. Schematically illustrates an entertainment system capable, operable as a harassment detection apparatus. Description of the embodiments. Okay, so this is a bunch of legal. If you want to pause the video and take time to read it, go ahead, because I'm not going to sit here and try and read all this to you. We'll go back to the article in a minute, and we'll go over basically the fine points of the article. But before we go through that, here's the biometric data. All right, let's see what we can find. Okay, so this scanner, this is what it will be scanning for: heart rate, breathing rate. If you're using VR, because this will be implemented in VR games as well, a blink rate, metabolic rate, video data, meaning if you're using a cam or whatever kind of video data they could get on it, they could be recording the gameplay as you're playing on a server. Audio data, one or more input signals, button presses from a given user's game controller. It should be noted that the preceding examples are not exhaustive. Persons skilled in the art will appreciate that types of biometric data other than those mentioned previously are considered within the scope of the present description. The biometric data may be received from one or more of a fitness tracking device, a user input device, game controller, mouse, keyboard, or the like, a camera, a microphone, and so on and so forth. I mean, this is unreal. I'm not going to go over every little bit of this. I'll keep scrolling down. If you want to pause the video at some point and read all this, if you're a mathematical genius, here's you some equations. Detecting victims and harassers. Modifying X aspects of the shared environment. Avatar locations. Generating model. And here's the summary. That's a summary. That basically puts it all in one area of what each one of those different bullet points made. There's the harassment detected method. There's a lot of technical jargon in here that I do not understand of how it's going to work. This is just, it's unreal. Here's all the drawings right here. Patent family. I will leave links to this stuff in the description of the video so you can go over this yourself as well. So we'll go down to their summary here. Because it puts it all in one place. A galvanic skin response, a heart rate, a breathing rate, a blink rate, a metabolic rate, video data, audio data, one or more input signals as described elsewhere herein. In an instance of the summary embodiment, the biometric data is received from one or more of the selected from a list consisting of a fitness tracking device, a user input device, a camera, and microphone. Camera, mouse, and keyboard, it said in the other part. So we'll go ahead and close that here. Anyway, there you have it. This is what they filed a patent on. And the pushback I was getting back on Twitter was that this technology doesn't exist. Well, I'm submitting to you that it does, and that they already have it, and they possibly have already been testing it in their online games. It could already be in Helldivers, and we don't even know it. They could already be there gathering info, etc. Do not trust Sony. Do not trust anybody. Now, those of you saying, oh, this technology doesn't exist, this is only a patent, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm telling you it does exist because there is another company that has similar technology. And this is the one I learned about watching Endymion, one of Endymion's videos. ToxMod. The only proactive voice chat moderation solution purpose-built for games, built on advanced machine learning technology and designed with player safety and privacy in mind. ToxMod triages voice chat to flag bad behavior, analyzes the nuances of each conversation to determine toxicity, and enables moderators to quickly respond to each incident by supplying relevant and accurate data. Now, if I read that correctly, theirs is more voice activated. But still, they are in there recording you. And these people are the ones programming their AI to help them with this. All I'm going to say is if you find these people, do not harass them. Do not harass them in any way. But here you go. They are all pronouns. They're not people. They are pronouns. That's it. Every single one of them. Okay. Let's pick this one. She has all the usual stuff, colored hair and all that stuff. They, them. Gives you a little bio, where they're from, what's their background. Administrative assistant, blah, 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 blah. Active in diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. Right there. So you got your DEI right there. DEIB. Pride planning. Let's see. Why are you joining Modulate? Wanted to work here primarily because of the culture and DEIB focus. It's a focus. There's a lot more here. Alright, so let's back it up. I'm going to go down some here. Let's take Mike. He's a he, him, his. This is a he, him, his. Don't care about where he's from. Here's his background. My background is media relations, communications manager for Boston University, diversity and inclusion. That's number 2. 2 of them already. And that list that all mention they've worked in DEI type activities. I'll leave this link in the description, and you can visit the site yourself, go through all their bios, make your own conclusions. But like I said earlier, I just do not think that this technology is being covered enough, and it's already here. I don't care what them yahoos are saying on Twitter. Those dumbasses that try to fight back. For all I know, some of them dumbasses could be the ones working on this technology and don't want people to really look into it right now. Let's see. The patent argues that the current protocols to deal with in-game harassment are lacking. Right now, the widely used method requires the victim to report incidents to a moderator. However, many often don't bother reporting the perpetrators. Therefore, they might continue harassing other players and feel more comfortable due to the lack of, it all sounds peachy until you get to that point where they flat out tell you they're going to be monitoring heart rates. You go to that other page, the patent page, it tells you everything they're going to be monitoring, and that is all medical information, which is private. But you ask, how are they going to do that? That's all private information. It's easy. The reason why I think it hadn't been implemented yet, now, it's just theory that they could be testing it already in games. That's just theory. I'm not accusing them of doing that yet. It's just a theory. But once they have it ready, once they have it ironed out, kinks and bugs and all that stuff, once they get in their AI system, the terminologies and stuff and their parameters for reporting these quote toxic players, which there are some, I won't deny it, they're going to roll this out. And they are going to roll it out in the TOSs, which they were trying to have people trying to make mandatory for Helldivers 2. They're going to roll this out. They're going to update their TOS. And what they're counting on is that people will not read the TOS, even if it pops up that it's been updated. They're just going to hit the continue button and not read it. This is medical information. The only way they can obtain that kind of medical information is if you waive your right to privacy on it. And if you do not read that TOS, this will be in there and you will waive your right. Most people just hit that accept button and move right on by. So I don't want anybody to think that them other fellas, the guys and gals that are much larger platforms than me, are doing a bad job. They are doing a fantastic job. And if it wasn't for them, a lot of this stuff I wouldn't even thought to look for. They have educated me in what's going on, and it's much appreciated. But the reason why I'm making this, and I've tried sounding the alarm a few times on this after I saw that Endymion video, is because I don't think it's getting covered enough. We're going to go back to the Modulate team, and I'm going to show you, there's a scroll here of the games that this is already in. Now, unless you're playing VR, several of these are VR. Poker Stakes VR, Rec Room, Among Us VR, Vertex, I think those are all VR. Breachers, I don't know what game that is. Grand Theft Auto Online, it is already in Grand Theft Auto Online from Modulate AI. It is in Call of Duty. And these are the ones just listed here in our page scrolling by. These are already, this company is already in use in these two games. So you are already being recorded. Who knows how far back them recordings go? Sony's technology will record, and it even says it. It will record your medical information. You know, the reason why they had to record it is to get a baseline, and they will do it on everybody so they can get a baseline of your heart rhythms, your breathing rate, so they can get a baseline on you specifically. So for those of you saying this technology ain't here yet, you better wake up, because it is here. Right now, as far as I know, Sony has not put it in the games, as far as I know. Once they do, once they start rolling this out, if they haven't already got it in the games already, they will update their TOS, and they will count on millions of people not reading the TOS, just agreeing to it, and waiving the rights to medical privacy. So there you have it. This is a big concern. Celebrate that brief victory, Helldivers. We need to continue to fight for Stellar Blade and to uncensor mature rated games. I'm 53 years old. It ain't up to some government, corporation, or whack job games journalist to determine for me what is right for me to view and what isn't. So keep that fight going too. Take your victory lap today. It's well deserved. but the fight continues tomorrow. That's all I got. I'm going to get back to making my Let's Play videos. All the links for this stuff will be in the description, so you can check it out, read it for yourself, verify it yourself. Anyway, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be good to yourself. Take care of each other. And I'll catch you next video.